Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of A Jenny for Your Thoughts. I'm Jenny's husband, Tony, and let's get right into this. So here's Jen getting everything around. She just got back from the groceries. Everything's got to find its home. And here she is putting away the toilet paper. We're a family of 5 now, so we can never have too much TP. And we've got some dryer sheets here. Looks like Jen's gonna Marie Kondo this entire box. So here we go with a nice little surprise hiding behind the laundry bin. How that empty roll of toilet paper got behind there, I'm not sure, but we'll go with it. So let's just move everything out and start sweeping. So coming up here in a little bit, we're going to see just how much dirt and dryer lint is actually on the floor. And here we go. That's a lot of dust. And here's Jen going over the floor one more time with a baby wipe. Baby wipes, I didn't know were as multi-purpose as they are. And here we go, just sliding everything back into place. And of course the dust gets everywhere, so we gotta clean out the laundry bins. So again, thank you everybody for stopping by and checking out Jen's channel. She works really hard on all her videos, and she just wants to help inspire and motivate her viewers. She does an amazing job, and I couldn't be any more proud of her.
I'll keep you safe, I'll give you my everything.
And here's Jen using the Spearmint Sage Scented Floor Cleaner from Method and mopping it up with our steam mop. I remember getting the mop when we found out that we were having little Alex. We did some shopping around and we figured that this was going to be the best way to clean the floor without using any weird or harsh chemicals, especially with little baby walking around barefoot now. Time to unload the dishwasher. Now this is a light load, so it's the weekend, which means that it's just me, Jen, and little man, while Nathan and Noelle are with their dad. Here she is unloading the silverware. Now, here's Jen getting ready to make some mint green tea for me. It's my favorite drink. I actually prefer it over coffee. I'll take a big tumbler of it to work. Helps get me through the day. So once it's done brewing, we'll just let it set for a little bit. Let it get to room temp and then put it right in the fridge. And it's time to clear the counters, put the rest of the dishes away. Now I have a office party coming up, and it's a potluck for Thanksgiving, and this is what I'm going to be bringing. Right there, stovetop stuffing. So it looks like Jen is doing a little decluttering of the countertops and putting some stuff away. Now it's time to reload the dishwasher. Got plenty of dishes from the night before. Now Friday nights are the night of the week that Jen and I get to just decompress from the week, enjoy each other's company. And yeah, so Alex goes with Jen's parents. He has a blast there. Nathan and Noelle go and spend the night as well, so it's all 3 kids just having fun, watching movies, and just doing things that grandparents love to do with their grandchildren. So the little latch on the compartment where the little dishwashing pod goes in is kind of finicky. So you'll get to see our workaround for that. Right there. Okay, it's time to clean the pizza pan. We just had a cauliflower crust pizza the night before. Super good, but nowhere near as big as that pan itself. So just rinsing off and drying off. All right, time to clean the sink. After all those dirty dishes have been loaded into the dishwasher, there's a little product drop there. The stuff smells really good, by the way. And not just that, you can see that they do a really, really good job of cleaning, and they're made of good, safe ingredients.
I guess I'm lonely. I'm starting to grow old, and I thought my youth would last forever. Take me back to when.
And now it's time to spray the sink down, just to wash down any soap left over or any bits of this and that might have stuck to the walls there. And we're just drying down the fixtures and the sink here, I believe, in order to avoid any water spots, which I think are just ugly. All right, and here is our little Keurig coffee maker. We picked that up from Best Buy earlier this year. That was a nice little surprise. Thing makes an amazing cup of coffee. Does the whole milk frothing, and yeah. So K-Cups are the way we like to drink coffee in the house. Can't beat all the flavors that you got available to you. And yeah, I want to say that they know Jen by first name over at Sam's Club because she went and bought a pallet load of the pumpkin spice coffee when it became available a few months ago. Just kidding.
We were meant to be.
And here's Jen spraying down the corner and getting all the way back in there, cleaning up any dust and dirt. Just gonna clean out the fruit bowl too, because nobody likes dusty fruit. And the tea's done brewing, so we're gonna get that ready. It's all cooled off, and we're just gonna get that ready to go in the fridge. And here's the bowl that we keep the avocados in. Gonna wipe that out real good. Spray down the countertop and get the backsplash a little bit. And everything goes back in place. Time to move on.
Take me back to when we were kids and didn't care if we were acting stupid, 'cause all we had was us. If I
So when I met Jen, she really wasn't that much into cooking, but I have to tell y'all out there watching right now, she is amazing. She doesn't give herself enough credit. And my grandmother ran a restaurant. She was an amazing cook, and my mom is an amazing cook as well. I'm still working off the belly from all that cooking back in the day, and I would put Jen up there with the both of them. So finding that balance between what tastes good and what's good for you, that's tough. And Jen manages to do that. Me, Nathan, Noelle, and even little Alex is getting on to this now, but we love everything that she cooks for us. It tastes great. We know that it's healthy. We talk a lot about it while we're eating, actually. The things that are on the plate, what's in them, what's good about them, what they're doing to our bodies and what they're doing for our bodies. And Jen and I both agree that this is like a great habit to get the kids introduced to now so that they're conscious of it, almost to the point where it becomes a habit that they can take with them, to when they're not living with us anymore, when they're off in college and living by themselves and, eventually have their own families. And here's Jen just wiping out the inside of the microwave with a mixture of vinegar and water. You want to dilute the vinegar so that you don't get that smell, but the vinegar does a great job of cleaning, like deep cleaning, and getting rid of any germs and bacteria, any leftover food that might be in there. And here's a little bit of that bartender's friend. This stuff does a really good job on that glass surface for our stovetop. Gets rid of like all that burnt, crusty food that will get on there from time to time. Okay, just wiping it down now, getting that mirror finish. Okay, it's time to take the trash out. And so during the week, this is what Nathan does for the family. It's part of like his small list of chores. He's really good about it. We don't have to remind him quite as much now. He is 11, an 11-year-old boy, and but no, he's really good about it. And here's Jen using the stainless steel cleaner. You've got to make this trash can look as pretty as possible since it's out here, out in the public view, if you will. And here's Jen going over the refrigerator with the stainless steel cleaner. Stuff does a really, really good job. Kind of knocks off all the smudges and fingerprints that it'll accumulate throughout the day. And yeah, puts a nice little finish on there without it being greasy or oily or anything like that. So how many of y'all out there like conventional stainless steel appliances? Because I remember the last time that I was through a Best Buy and got to see all the new appliances that they've got out. Black stainless looks really, really nice. And I think eventually in our new kitchen, we'd like to get some of those appliances.
It's been 4 weeks since you called.
Okay, now it's time to sweep and mop the kitchen floor. So originally, the flooring in this house wasn't very wheelchair accessible. The issue was that the wood flooring in the house was raised higher than the flooring in the bathrooms, the bedrooms, the den, the living room, and the kitchen. And it made transitioning from any one of those spots just to move around the rest of the house pretty difficult. Eventually, Jen and I made the decision to basically level the entire flooring in the house, rip out the carpet, rip out the old hardwood flooring, and tear up all the tile in the bathrooms, the kitchen, and the laundry room, and just make everything as wheelchair accessible as possible. And at first we tried luxury vinyl throughout the house, but midway through that process, we found that over time, the wheelchair might possibly start making the luxury vinyl split at the seams. So we had to go back to the drawing board with that one, and eventually decided on putting tile in the kitchen, bathrooms, and laundry room, while the engineered hardwood would go through the rest of the house.
We barely said goodbye before you disappeared.
And here's Jen spraying down and wiping off and these look like brand new pieces of furniture to me, but she refinished this cabinet, the dining room table, all of the chairs that went with it, the leaflets, and then there's a curio that she did as well so many weeks ago. Spent over a week working on these, and they look brand new. It literally looks like we have new furniture in the house. She busted her butt doing this. Noelle and Nathan helped, and I mean, they look fabulous. They look beautiful, and I know we're gonna get so many more years out of them now. And I mean, it really does fit like the new look of the house. So the reason why the table, in addition to the chairs and the leaflets and the other pieces of furniture, got a makeover was because this table right here had nail polish remover spilled all over it, and it caused these ugly pockets that ate through the top coat and into the varnish, and it hardened that way, and there were like just this massive hole. And Jen had looked a little bit into, we'd looked actually into having it refinished, and that was going to be way too expensive. So Jen happened across a video that talked about chalk paint and decided that it might be a good project to work on. So she got all the pieces together, and within a week managed to sand down, paint, and then finish with a polyacrylic top coat all the pieces of furniture. Now, Nathan and Noelle helped. They were awesome with helping, but I love this girl so much. She is amazing at what she's willing to do, and she has an eye, and I tell her this all the time, for how to put a room together. And one of my favorite things to hear when we have guests stop by or friends, and I've heard this on a couple occasions where we've ordered pizza and the pizza delivery guy peeks inside, and they always comment that they feel like they're looking through the pages of a magazine or into a magazine, and that's always made me particularly proud of what Jen does for the house. Now, just getting back to the design, I mean, she's got a way of, I think, pulling out the best features in a room, and she's got a way of like balancing colors and shapes, a lot of these things that I've never even taken into consideration, but when you see it in action for the first time, it's just one of those things that it's hard to unsee. And it brings like a certain quality to a room or an environment. And I don't know, I mean, I would have never seen that before until like Jen showed me. Thank you guys again for stopping by and checking out my wife's channel. And be sure to keep stopping by, because she's going to have a lot of tips and tricks and really useful ideas that she's going to share with y'all in future episodes. I expect you to leave. I deserve to be unheard, but I want you to see that you are the reason why I try. 'Cause it's the look in your eyes filled with doubts, and I'm scared. So we're moving back to the front of the house, just getting things back in order. Time to take some things away and time to put some things back. And this is the front of the house is one of the rooms that is getting that Christmas treatment. You can notice, or if you notice, the Christmas pillows, a little Santa belt pillow over there, and Santa's Village right there in front of the TV. And I particularly like that one because it looks really, really nice at night when we're watching TV, or just in general, the way that those Christmas lights kind of underlight and backlight everything. The little buildings back there and the pine trees. It's just a nice little touch. And I'm pretty sure that Jen explained why we're not doing a Christmas tree this year, just because I think we'd have to correct Alex with having to repeatedly like pull him away or constantly monitor him, and we want him to have like good memories of Christmas. So it'll be fun to actually like put the tree together and have him hang ornaments. And when Jen takes them on their afternoon walks and they walk around the neighborhood and get to see all of the Christmas decorations that all the neighbors have put up, like the big inflatables. He really gets a kick out of those, and he'll just sit there and stare and smile. And we definitely know that little man's going to be just as much of a fan and love Christmas as the rest of us do. And here we are back in the office area. Jen's just getting a couple of little man's toys unpacked from his stroller, getting that out of the way so we can get to the bookcase and do some dusting. And here's a little shout out to my mom holding Alex so many days after he was born, right there. That was awesome when she came down. She and my brother and my niece came down around the time that Alex was born out. Now my mom was down here the entire time, and that was just like beyond awesome. And she helped alongside with Jen's mom, like helped us watch Alex and just kind of gave us breaks here and there. It was just a pretty hectic time, made a lot easier due to these two amazing women.
That's why it's hard to understand. Why it's hard to understand. Say what you wanna say. I wanna hear it, but I don't understand.
And Jen's just finishing up, bringing a little order to the chaos that is my desktop. It tends to get really cluttered throughout the week. It's kind of the catch-all for bills and work that needs to be done, homework and studying, 2 broken toys. So I guess it also doubles as a workbench too. Now here's Jen doing a final sweep through the house, just picking up all the dirt and the dust that was brushed off or wiped off of the furniture around. And I just got to give her one more shout out because having a YouTube channel is no joke, and I really admire anybody who is brave enough to do this. It takes more than I think anybody out there ever realizes who doesn't do it. So I just want to say thank you, baby. I'm proud of you. I love you, and you do amazing work, and I can't wait to see what else you have in store for us. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for stopping by, and I sure hope you enjoyed this. And please take a minute to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. My wife has a lot of amazing ideas planned for upcoming episodes, so stay tuned and keep coming back. And again, thank you. And I hope everybody out there watching has a great morning, day, or night. Take care.
I'm always feeling homesick.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you did and what you got out of it. And go ahead and give Tony a thumbs up if you liked his voiceover. I know he would be super happy to see that. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us and stopping by. And I hope that you'll hit the red subscribe button before you leave so that we can see you again. We'd love for you to join our family. We make lots of other videos, family, home, and lifestyle, and we would love to have you be a part of our journey. And if you are coming back again and you're already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it more than I can say, and my family appreciates it so much. We are so grateful for each and every one of you. And you guys join me down in the comments for anything you guys want. If you have questions, if you have video requests, I love hanging out with you guys down there. I love chatting with you and getting to know you. So go ahead and join me down there, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true, no matter where